What is up, YouTube? As you can see, we're a lot more up close and personal. This car sun visor phone holder thing came in and I don't like it. Probably for the obvious reason that you guys are noticing right now. It's not very stable, so I am bouncing all over the screen. But at least the phone shouldn't fall down in the middle of me talking. But I am, number one, I'm way too close. You can probably see my nose hairs, or if I have any. But Jesus, yeah, this shit is shaking all over the place. But headed to the gym. Today's leg day, which means no cardio on leg days. It's just this morning I walked outside for 20 minutes. Just a nice easy walk. Nothing crazy. But it was nice not doing cardio, because my legs and overall CNS are kind of fried from the past 3 days. When I got done with my morning cardio yesterday, my legs were so damn heavy. Like, it went away once I ate some food, but that was definitely a oh, okay, we're at this point kind of moment, which is good. I mean, that's the whole point of, prep, is to lose body fat, and especially this little mini 4-day plan is to dig and try to dry out and get some fat off. Took out the veggies yesterday, helped a lot. I was actually hungry for meal 4 last night, which was nice. Boiled some shrimp at home with the kids, so that was fun. Our grocery store, Publix, which is the best grocery store in the world, because I just found out that they are not going to allow Bill Gates's Appeal products in their stores. So a huge shout out to Publix for that, for not allowing Bill Gates to poison the rest of our society as he tries to slowly take over the world. But hey, that could be a whole separate genre of this channel, because yeah, my brain it's not always just about fitness. It's about all kinds of other shit too. But so yeah, shrimp was good. Used some more of those crippling hot sauces. I didn't meet with Drew yesterday, but I'm meeting with him today at like 1:45, so that's exciting. We're hopping on a FaceTime. I honestly don't know what we're going to talk about or what the goal of the meeting is, but it should be cool just to I mean, he's a small business, so it's always interesting to hear those people's stories and just kind of hear how they got started and how they more or less became successful. I think the kid's like 19 freaking years old, so he's damn near half my age. But anyways, so the shrimp and sauces were good. Did an Epsom salt bath last night, right before bed. That was amazing. I've normally just used like the Dr. Teal or some shit like that, but I've always used like the purple and red bag. I think it's like rosemary and some shit, I don't know. But they didn't have any of that at Publix the other day. But they had the nighttime one, which had like lavender and I want to say eucalyptus and supposedly melatonin, but that's what it said on the bag, or at least on the front. I didn't read it. But man, that was the second time using that nighttime blend. And if I'm going to do it at night, or if I'm going to do it before a nap or something, I'm definitely going to use those from now on. And I use a full bag. I think it's like a 3-pound bag or something. I use a full bag. But man, it was crazy. And then woke up this morning, weighed myself. So yesterday I was 237.6. And this morning I was 235.8, I think. So, taking out the veggies and Epsom salt, and I mean, my sleep was pretty much just as the same as the night before. But I think taking out the veggies and doing the Epsom salt bath helped me relax. Probably lowered my cortisol a little bit. So I dropped a little bit of weight. Was it fat? I have no idea. Is it just water? Glycogen? Who knows? But anyways, I was standing in the bathroom, just washing my face and doing a couple of my morning shots. And then I just happened to look down and I was like, holy shit, like my legs are crazy, like vascular right now. So I took a picture and I'll post it right here. I mean, I've posted it on my Instagram story and all that stuff, but yeah, it was pretty wild because I literally didn't do anything. Like I didn't do any like body squats. I didn't like do any cardio. I didn't literally the amount of steps it takes to get from my bed to my sink in my bathroom, which is maybe 10. And I was like, the most vascular my legs have looked since June, since the stage. So that was pretty wild. No pump, no water, just literally just waking up plus gravity. Yeah. So like I said, today's leg day. Testing out another one of the Instagram ad things where I bought something from Instagram. It's one of these hustler pads. You literally like put it on the knee extension pad, and it's supposed to increase the range of motion that you can get on the knee extension machine. I would imagine it's going to work pretty similar for like a leg curl machine too. So I'll try it with that. But I'm pretty excited because it's the first time that I'll be using it, because it came in last Friday, and leg days are Thursdays. But so pretty excited to use that. This gym doesn't really have anything more spectacular in leg equipment wise than the Y, but they just have more of the machines, which is nice, so I don't have to wait as long. I know they have better hip thrust machines, so I'm probably going to use one of those. I know it's a pretty like girly machine to use, but I literally have no ass, and I know we're 4 weeks out from the show, so I can't really expect to grow like literally any tissue, but since I'm at the gym, I'm going to use it just to use it. But let's see. Yeah, so for legs, oh yeah, my right like medial distal hamstring, like right where the tendon attaches into the knee, has been fucking tight as hell. And me being dumb, instead of just using a massage gun and doing some like active release that like technique with the massage gun, which means you literally take the massage gun, you hammer it on whatever spot's tight, and then you like do some leg curls and some knee extensions as you're pushing down. Instead of doing that for the past 3 days, I've just kind of been bitching in my head that it's been tight. So I did that this morning for about, I don't know, 20 minutes after I ate my first meal. And it feels a lot better now. It's funny how that works. But my warm up for leg day is normally like, it's either like 5 minutes incline walking on the treadmill, which I probably won't do today since my hamstrings are already like super fucking tight. I might just try to find a foam roller or a lacrosse ball or something at the gym. But then anyways, I do like the hip abduction and adduction machines, and I normally just do 2 to 3 sets and they're literally just to warm up my abductors and adductors. Not really going for PRs, just trying to get good blood flow, trying to get everything loose. Then I go pretty much straight into leg curls, supposedly according to the science. Seated leg curl is slightly better than the prone ham curl. I will say, at least from my experience with the machines at the Y, I get more of a stretch with the prone hamstring curl machines, but I think it's just because I'm so fucking tall, to be honest. But because, you know, supposedly, according to the research, the lengthened portion of lifts are better for hypertrophy than the concentric portion. But I work both ends, so I try to get as much of a stretch as I can, and then I try to get as much of a contraction as I can, because why not? Especially early on in the set, especially when you have energy, especially when you still can do it. It doesn't make any sense to only do partials or only focus on the lengthened end of the motion. Now towards the end of a set, obviously you're running out of gas and you're going to be stronger in the eccentric portion of your lift, meaning let's take the hamstring curl for example, since we're talking about it. Whenever you curl your feet to your butt, that's the concentric, so the actual contraction of the muscle. The eccentric is the lowering or the extension of your legs, so your legs going back straight. That would be the eccentric portion. So you're going to be stronger in that portion. That being said, that's also where you're doing the most quote-unquote damage to the muscle. That doesn't mean like injuring yourself. That just means that's where you're actually breaking down the fibers the most. But so I train both ends. I train both ends with equal focus, equal intention, because you want to break down the muscle just as much as you want to, get the pump, quote unquote, and get all those metabolites pumping through the muscle. But anyways, I'll probably add that hustler pad. Probably add the hustler pad to the hamstring curl machine as well today, just to see what happens. Because I'll probably still do seated. What I was going to say earlier about the prone hamstring curl machine, big bump, is even though I get more of a stretch like in the prone, so laying on your stomach, sometimes, like especially when I'm fatiguing and I'm trying to get those last few reps, either partial reps, like lengthened partial reps, or full reps, full range of motion reps, and I try not to, and I try my best to like keep them down, but sometimes my hip flexors will take over and literally like pull my knees towards my hips while I'm laying down, just so the distance to get my heels to my butt would be shorter. So most of the time I try to avoid that as much as I can, especially when I'm fatiguing and I'm trying to get those last few reps. But doing the seated version, you really don't have to worry about that too much. And it's a little bit less cumbersome to get in and out of position with the seated compared to the prone, because the prone, you have to lay on your stomach, and you have to get up. And some prone machines, like, for whatever fucking intelligent reason, your head is belower than your hips and your chest, so then all your freaking blood is pumped into your head while you're trying to keep the blood in your hamstrings. And I don't know, just the way that some people design machines doesn't make any sense. But anyways, so probably just stick with seated. Kind of been eyeballing this gym just to see like how busy the leg machines are throughout the time I'm there, and it's really not too bad. Obviously a lot of the girls are on the leg machines, because most dudes, if they do train legs, it's not every week, and it's not for very long if they do, which is cool with me. I mean, it's just more time for me to use it. Another thing I don't like about this sun visor clip holder thing is it's right in my fucking way of seeing the road. This is not the most safe thing. The first spot I had it set up, it was like right in my line of sight, and I was like, oh, that's not gonna work. But now this is like way off. It's off to the side as I can get it, and yeah, it's still like 30, like here's straight. If this was straight on to the road, like that much, like here to here is totally blocked. So like I don't know, 10% of my line of sight or vision of the road I can't see. So if anyone knows of any good like just good car tripod phone holders, either to like the door handle, because I have a truck, or like just a dash one that won't fall over, that's not bouncy, because this sun visor one ain't it. It's nice that it's holding, you guys and the phone like upright and not falling over every 10-15 seconds, and I'm not having to reach up and straighten the phone back out. But I'm sure this is annoying as hell, especially all this, just the bouncing around. Maybe it won't be that bad, because iPhones are pretty good with their like gyro technology or whatever the hell it's called. But from my end, it's annoying. But let's see. Yeah, tomorrow morning's check-ins. So Ross said, do this little mini 4-day plan. Yeah, so tomorrow's check-ins, Ross said, do this little mini 4-day plan, and then check in Friday, and don't do anything until I get a plan update. And I said, okay. So who knows what that means. And he's busy, I'm busy. My clients check in, I'm not like immediately responding every single time. Sometimes I'm still asleep when they send their check-in photos. I don't know, he's in Texas, so they're an hour behind me. So even if I send in check-in photos at like 7, his time is 6. So I wouldn't expect anything before like 8 o'clock my time, which would be like 7 his. But we'll see. He said we might potentially do a refeed day. And if we do that, he said it might just be a rest day, like a total rest day. Which it's kind of annoying because it's supposed to be arm day in the gym. But If that means no cardio, I'm okay with that, but we'll see. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna do whatever he says, and whatever he says just has our goal in mind. Come in to this next show better than the last show. So we'll see. I'm almost to the gym now. I actually made it through this little car chat and update without actually getting to the gym and parking. So that was a win. Less scatterbrain this morning, I guess, or just more tired and have less to talk about. And just trying to get to the gym and just trying to start leg day. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of low energy today and like just tired, but it's part of it. It's part of the process. I remember feeling this way last time and I made it through. I didn't die. I survived. So I can do it again. Yeah, so tomorrow, during my little car chat, if we don't have one, every Friday I do a little live segment on Instagram. It's called Frankly I Don't Give a Fuck Friday. So I basically just think of a topic. It doesn't even have to be fitness related. It doesn't even have to be like super in-depth intellectual shit. It could be literally anything that I just want to rant about for any length of time. I think the first one I did was like 5 minutes. I think one time I did it was over 30, because I was doing cardio. And then I think last week was only like 10 or 15 minutes. So, but it's just a topic that is on my mind, or that I've been thinking about for like the past week or so, or it's a topic that you guys suggest, and I kind of just give my thoughts on it. And since it's live, I don't hold back. I don't really edit myself. Not that I normally do. Sometimes I do to an extent, but those lives, I always turn them into a reel, so people can watch them later. But I have a good time doing them, just like I have a good time doing this. It's kind of just like my own, journaling, essentially, because I don't have anyone else to talk to. So I just talk to the world, and whoever decides to watch and listen. But I have no clue what I'm going to talk about tomorrow yet. So sometimes that happens, and it'll just be like a spur of the moment. So kind of keeps things interesting, in my opinion. But anyways, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Everyone, enjoy your day. Your training today. Train hard. Train like it's the last time you get to train, because it could be. You never know what life has in store for you. You never know what's gonna happen after your training session. So if you get to the gym, you're in the gym, make it count. And I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. All right, bye. Uh.